Okay, good morning and happy Wednesday. So I just finished doing school with the kids and we have been in like 100-degree weather for a long stretch here in Vegas, and it rained. It rained last night. So we are gonna go out for a walk because I think it's only like 80 degrees outside. So we're kind of excited about that. So, and I'm not complaining about the heat. I actually can appreciate it. I enjoy all kinds of weather. So we're gonna go enjoy this change because it's nice to have a change. And yeah, and then my husband's gonna call, and we like to talk while we're walking. That's just kind of our thing. Because it just helps to get your body moving while you're working through tough things. And so, yeah, we're going to talk about some of our dreams and how to make them happen. And so, yeah, we're going to do that. And then I told the kids that we would come back and have like a big breakfast bowl. It's like kind of like a brunch, but it'll be like bacon and maybe sausage, eggs, some hash browns, probably some peppers and onions. That'll be a challenge for them to eat, but I'll eat it. And so, yeah, that's as far as I've thought so far today. So let's get to it and let's make it a good one. So Jasper's prepared for the 80-degree cold weather. So I suppose I can talk to you while I'm waiting to talk to my husband. So this morning I was thinking, as I was taking a shower, TMI, I don't know. Anyways, I like to think while the water's on me. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I think I'm realizing as I do this vlog that it's a common theme for me that like, yeah, the body and the mind are just so connected. And which is just like ties into the Bloom Room. And the Bloom Room is the community that I created, or the room that I created that has a sense of community that just like I've tried to separate that brand into two things, the Bell's Angels being more the mind and the body being the body, but they're just so connected. So like I said, like I'm in the shower and I need like the water on my body, and it helps me think, and going out for walks are really good for my mind. And like, and you need your mind in a good place in order to care for your body. It's just kind of like they're so connected. And so it's so hard for me to separate the brands. And so the Bloom Room, as I've wrestled with this and tried to like package it in a story that I can communicate to people, has been really a struggle. So the Bloom Room has turned into a place that you care for yourself. We all care for ourselves, and it's about blooming. It's about returning to yourself, because this is what I was going to say that I was thinking about while in the shower, that we all are born a certain type of person. Like we're a certain seed. You might be a seed that's going to grow into a daisy. You might be a seed that's going to grow into a tomato. You might be a seed that's going to grow into a daffodil. You know what I'm saying? And we're all something different. But oftentimes we're born into a culture or to a family that decides who we are. They'll say, okay, and I'm not even saying this is just ignorance, right? I don't think a lot of grown-ups over the centuries have had the bandwidth. Like, survival's just so demanding. People are just like, you got to do what you got to do to survive. And so there really isn't any like pointing fingers here, but it comes down to that at the end of the day, if you're being treated like you're a tomato and you're a daffodil, and they're watering you accordingly and frustrated with you when you're not acting the way you're supposed to, I mean, it can create some serious psychological distress, because the plant or the child is wired to please the parents, but they're not fitting the mold. And some children are more, well, some people get lucky and they're being raised to be a tomato and they're a tomato, first of all. Other people, my arm's getting sore. Other people just kind of have the ability to like construe themselves and shapeshift. And I mean, no one really has that ability, but like maybe they're just more like, I don't know, some people are a little bit more like me, unable to not be authentic. Like my soul will not allow it. Like I'm the type of person, like, you don't tell that you're throwing a surprise birthday party. I'd always tell people, like, don't tell me, because I am like extremely honest and extremely open book, like, and I'm sure there's a way for me to learn how to not be that way, like, but I don't really want to learn how to not be myself. And so anyway, so what I was saying is that the bloomer is about returning to what you are and actually blooming the way you were designed to, and what feels like home for you, and how that, like, the intersection between mind and body is really what I'm about. So anyway, and I truly believe, because the other thing I was thinking about is all the corruption in the world that's being exposed. And it's just like, I think a lot of people are trying to wrap their minds around, like, okay, so what does that mean? How do we deal with this? What are we going to do? And I personally believe that the noble thing to do is to be yourself. It's to heal yourself. It's to weed the fear and the darkness out of yourself, because we all have it. We're all made of good and evil. Like, we're all made of love and fear. And I mean, like, not like caution, I mean like fear, like trauma, like control. The fear that makes you get controlling around anything. And the neediness that, anyway, I could go on a long spiel about all this, but my husband called and I got to call him back. So the point is that I really believe that is like the thing we all have control over. And you know what, like, everyone's going to do their own part. So maybe you're in the judicial system. Well, you doing you and following your call within is going to hold people accountable, right? Maybe you're a podcaster and you like to shine a light on people's stories, and so that we can all learn the truth. Maybe you're a healer and you like are a therapist and hold space for people who are processing their traumas. Maybe you are someone who is an inventor and makes technology that makes the world a little better so that people have time to process their traumas, right? Maybe you're someone who just likes to make people laugh and take the edge off of like this ridiculously painful existence, you know? So I just really believe in everyone doing their part, and then when we do that, we all work together and we can heal the world together. So that's what I believe. And then the joy that comes from living in alignment with yourself and with your values is so wonderful, to have that harmony with yourself. So anyway, that's what I got. The plane. This is from my practice yesterday. You're as one. You're as one. You're as one. You're as one. We're at the library and I'm looking at recipes. See, library. We gotta get to the dessert section, huh?
Berry. What is that?
Carrot ginger loaf, chocolate nuggets, cream cheese brownies,
Kind of good.
lemon lime white chocolate chip cookies, chocolate peanut butter ice cream. I love that.
Pineapple upside down cake.
Mm-hmm.
Strawberry pretzel salad.
that's a popular one in Utah.
Did I just see homemade bacon there?
Probably.